For the 85th time in history, but for the first time at Target Field, we're getting ready for Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. Now, over the years, people have wondered, does this game really matter? But for the players involved, that answer, a simple yes.
Just getting in the game and getting to pitch in front of our fans at our stadium, is all that I could ask for. So hopefully I'll be able to get, I guess I don't even want to say it out, hopefully I'll be able to face a batter. Whether I get them out or not, I guess that's secondary too, but I want to get out there and have a chance to pitch in this game.
Win or lose, I'm just trying to enjoy everything. I'm just trying to have fun, and obviously any type of game you play, I'm a competitor. I want to win. I don't want to lose. So we definitely want to win.
I know a lot of these guys here are like, oh, just another All-Star game for me. Put it in the back pocket. But for some of us, it's something we've dreamed of since we were little, and to be able to share it with so many of my teammates it's a blessing.
It's one of the best experiences you can possibly have. As soon as you get off the plane, you're smiling, and you're smiling all the way until you get on the plane again.
Such a great honor, such a humbling experience just to think that you get to be on the same team as these guys, that have been here for so long, been doing it at such a high level.
Trying to take it in as much as I can. Getting to be around some of the best players in the world is pretty special, and a city like this, Minnesota, that I enjoy coming to, being in a division, that's kind of cool.
Now, one of the cool things about All-Star Weekend are all the things that happen leading up to the game. That includes Fan Fest in downtown Minneapolis, where fans of all ages can have a blast. Now, even though Ryan Shaver and I were technically working today, we still found time to be a little bit of a fan. But we are taking our turn also at Fan Fest. That includes getting off our feet for a little bit, putting our faces into a Twins poster, posing with Kent Herbeck, diving our way into home. Yes, Ryan was safe. Tom Kelly agrees. It's a good thing we can pose for pictures and slide because our batting stance needs some work. Fan Fest is a must-see event for baseball fans of all ages. Now, Ryan joins me live from outside the park. And Ryan, while we're at Fan Fest today, you got a chance to meet one of your all-time favorite players.
Yeah, I grew up watching Jock Jones make some pretty amazing catches out in left field. Never was an all-star, but he is a guy who knows Minnesota well, especially the fans. You were a fan favorite when you played here. A lot of the guys I talked to yesterday said Minnesota's one of the best places to play, some of the best fans. What makes them so special?
They support the team. The bad times, not that many people came out, but I mean, who would blame them? But when you put out a good product on the field and you play hard, they appreciate that. When you give the effort, they appreciate that. And then when you win, this town goes crazy. And I mean, we used to have 60,000 in the dome rocketing in the playoffs. And I mean, these are some of the greatest fans in baseball.
Having all the fans here, showing you love, getting a chance to catch up with you. What's that experience been like?
Great. I mean, the people have been great here. Every time I come back here, they were great here to me when I was a player here, and I appreciate it. And first and foremost, they respected the way I went about my business and played the game, and that's why you do the things you do.
Derek Jeter, a guy you played against a lot in your career. Watching him play his final All-Star game tonight, what's that going to be like?
It's going to be kind of bittersweet. I got a chance to watch him. I got a chance to get to know him a little bit playing against him. I mean, he's a consummate professional. You never hear anything negative about him. He plays the game hard. He plays it the right way. He says all the right things, and he means them.
You heard Jones talk about Jeter. Basically, everybody's talking about Jeter. Tonight at 10, we'll have more on what should be an emotional and memorable night.
Yeah, it should be a great one. Also coming up tonight at 10, we'll have local baseball. Another night postseason across the area. Local baseball, all-star baseball. Please join us tonight at 10. Live in Minneapolis for Ryan and AJ, KIMT News 3 Sports. Welcome to Target Field and the 85th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. We're live outside the stands in right center field. Right now, the American League holds a 2-run lead late in the 8th inning. But I think a lot of baseball fans will agree, Ryan, tonight the score might not be the most important thing. It's about saying goodbye to one of the all-time best.
Multiple standing ovations, multiple Derek Jeter chants, and even multiple hits. Derek Jeter made the most of his final All-Star game, and that final curtain call was one of those moments that just gives you goosebumps. But it wasn't just about Jeter, and it wasn't just about the fans tonight.
Jeter. Yeah, Jeter for sure. You know, I grew up a Yankees fan, so, you know, growing up watching him, you know, and, you know, this being his last All-Star game, you know, definitely real excited to, you know, wear the same jersey as him for a day.
He's just, everything he's done, I mean, he's been the top pretty much for baseball players, so I think it's somebody that everybody kind of looks up to, and you want to kind of go off of what he does and how he acts and stuff like that. And it's going to be sad to see him go for baseball. You know,
I was fortunate enough last year to be in part of Mariano's last one too. So I don't know how lucky I've been getting these last few years, but I'm going to do the same thing as last year. Just kind of try to take it in, not bother him too much, because I know he's going to have people all over him.
You know, he's one of the players that I think everyone looks up to and admires 100%. And you know, I wish I was out there in left field, you know, looking in at number 2.
It's going to be something I'll never forget, something I'm going to tell my kids, and hopefully they tell their kids. Being here and experiencing that, and such a great guy that, you know, I got a chance to know over the years, it's going to be a phenomenal experience for me.
I get to be here for Derek's last one. This is going to be a lot of fun. Really excited to it. I mean, it's an honor to be a part of it. You know, he kind of embodies what it's like to be a Major League Baseball player, and just really looking forward to it.
So a very cool moment for everybody involved, but earlier in the day, a very cool moment for you.
Yeah, the story goes back to when I was 8 years old. Ozzie Smith was my first ever autograph. And at that time, my mom and I spilled Diet Coke on the Wizard's arm. So today I got a chance to apologize 20 years later and talk to one of the all-time best shortstops in baseball history. Well, Mr. Ozzie Smith, this is a pleasure and a dream of mine for my entire career. Tonight, we celebrate one of the all-time great shortstops retiring his final All-Star game. You were an All-Star 15 times as well. What's this night all about?
Well, I mean, I think we'll see that people will show their appreciation for what Derek has brought to the game, and you know, it's a special feeling when you're amongst your peers and you have people come to their feet to show their appreciation for what you've brought to the game.
He might be the best shortstop to come along since yours truly, a 13-time Gold Glover, the Wizard. Are there plays in your career that you still remember very, very well?
When there was a bad play, you try to get rid of it as quickly as possible. When you made a good play, I try to get rid of it as quickly as possible, because the next play may determine whether you win or lose.
How about World Championships? Do you still stay in close with that year, the 1982 team, maybe more so than other teams?
Not really. You know, we develop relationships with guys that last a lifetime. Of course, anytime you win with a group of guys, that's always special to your heart, and I love the reunions, you know, when we have those reunions of the 82, 85, and 87 teams, because the one thing that we miss the most when we get out of the game is the camaraderie.